Nothing strengthens you any more than truth. But you have to be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to, like, wait a minute, I'm believing in something that's not true. My mind has been conditioned by society because my mind is a computer. I only use my mind. I'm not my mind. I use a mind. So you must understand genetics and go into detoxifying the body and cleaning it up. We have to do that to all these people. Even these advanced people in nursing homes that are dying from virals, they don't have to. We're going to get in there and fix them up. But they're going to go through detoxification. Every single person that goes for the road to Wellville is going to go through cold and flu-like symptoms. Every single one of them. Every one of you guys are. That's detoxification. What we're witnessing with cold and flu-like symptoms is detoxification at its finest. And it's systemic as a rule, which is great because sometimes when you're detoxifying, getting healthy, only parts of your body's releasing and stuff like that. When you get your whole body purging, now you're going to get somewhere. And when you assist that with the raw foods and the fruit, particularly where you have some astringent and you got high electrolyte and electrical value, and anybody says that that's stupid, they are the ones that have screws loose. Tell you, there's only one way to get well, and that is simply to reverse how you got sick. Well, you don't know that if you're playing in the field of dreams allopathically, telling you that there's these pseudo concepts of diseases that you have no control over. Really, you have control over everything, and don't let anybody tell you you don't, except when you're living in governments and things that can power you out. Of course, you don't have to take it. Diet in all health matters. No matter what level of problem you have, whether it's tumors, whether it's psoriasis, whether it's systemic pain, your only way to the road to Wellville, to reaching the land of Oz, is you have to change the chemistry you're bringing in. If people can't get that, then they're going to enjoy the pain and suffering they're in, because you can't keep the same chemistry, believe in the bull crap of disease theories, and live and have a healthy life. That's not synonymous. What's synonymous with a healthy, happy life is eating healthy and happy. Well, what's healthy? Well, what species does the Homo sapien belong to? That'd be a good one. Are we a herbivore? Are we an omnivore? That's omnivores. That's some thought medically. So now we use pig crap. We use all this kind of stuff like that, pig tissues and stuff like that. Why don't we use monkey tissue? Primate tissue. We're 96%, some might argue 97%, the same genetic code. Well, no, we're still omnivores. And primates are omnivores. No, they're not. Primates are not omnivores. They're frugivores. Dogs, hogs, chickens, bears, those are omnivores. And we don't look like any of those either. And how come it is when we go on a good fruit diet, we all get well, we get our health back and everything else? There are some struggles. So now, what's the final stage? We digested, we absorbed our nutrition, we utilized it, the cells got all the energy and the goodies. Now what has to happen? When you put gasoline and you're burning gasoline in your car and you're driving down the road, what has to happen with the gasoline that you're burning? It just evaporates in thin air? No. You've got chemical residues from combustion. You have chemical residues from all cellular activity, or any chemical activity, I mean. Even cellular activity. You always have chemical byproducts. And like I said, ascorbic acid is a chemical byproduct. Most of these things are that you're buying as supplements. So you've got these byproducts. You've got all these acids. What do we do with them? Now what do we do with them? Well, according to the medical doctor, don't worry about it. They just dump themselves back in the blood. Really? Any A&P professor that buys into that, you need to quit. Because you're not a good A&P professor. You know better. There's no way on this earth you can dump that amount of acids back into the venous system. There's no way. Not to maintain any type of health, especially of bony structures or connective tissue structures. There's no way on this earth. You have to eliminate. See, there's no thought or process of elimination. Yet we have skin and urine. What are those two sitting there? What's these two kidneys and bladder sitting there? And what's the skin sitting there? The stupidity that surrounds that allopathically should be laughed at by every human on the planet. You don't understand why we sweat and why we have a fever? No, we got to stop those. Really? That's the first time they start locking you into Hellville, is when they stop your fevers. The stupidity of that, at least European medical doctors are a lot smarter in that respect. Seeing. And of course, when you understand the kidneys are connected to what? The lymphatic system. And what's the lymphatic system? Your main immune system. So all these people are virally dying is from what? Compromised immune system. So we take that word immune and put the word that the immune system is in is the lymphatic system. And the kidneys are the main eliminative organs along with your skin. That's why you see acne, psoriasis, all this stuff on you. This is all acid sewage from your cells that are not getting out. You got to get the thyroid. When you check your underarm temperature before you get out of bed in the morning, 98 would be good. Then you're going to sweat. Get out in the humidity. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Open up these doors. And you will feel so good. After a good cold and flu-like symptom, get all cleaned out, the sinuses drained, you breathe better, your O2 sat goes way up. So elimination is a major, major deal. Now, because of all the weaknesses and everything developed from improper elimination, we have to go back and fix proper elimination, and now everything starts to clean and fix itself and rebuild itself. People in wheelchairs that are modeled like this start to open up and talk and start walking again. Anyone can do it. These are beneficial effects, not hide away and then you got to come back out and get it. I mean, this is the ignorance of this, and in my opinion it came from the CDC centers, is on a level unseen before. But to protect you and your children, and to have healthy children, raw foods are at the top of the heap. What animal cooks their food before they eat it? You kids out there, anybody know that? What animal cooks their food before they eat it? Some wash their food before they eat it, but I don't know of any that cooks their food before they eat it. I don't know. You want vital energy into your body because each cell is trying to connect to that. That energy, that swirling energy that it's a part of. And that comes in electrical foods. Electrical foods are foods that trees and plants grow for you and go, here, this is my gift to you. Oh, thank you. I love those blueberries you just made for me. Ooh. Or those strawberries. Or that navel orange. Oh, thank you, tree. That was delicious. That's what we have to get into. Instead of the mechanics of some of these corporations, like Monsanto and stuff, that think you can live off plastic chemistry. Stupid. Stupid. Matter of fact, unconscious and negative. So you see the negative forces are trying to dominate this world right now. And that's, you look at Hinduism, that Buddhism, I mean, this is all in there. Into Christianity, it's in all of them. The end of time, so to speak, or the recycling. We have it now. Man doesn't think anything about regeneration of genetics. All he is involved in is the decay of the strength and the integrity of a cell. Everything allopathic does has nothing to do with strengthening the integrity of a cell. Look at how they treat this idea of cancer. They're going after a cell, not what caused the damage to the cell. They're going after the damaged cell, which is idiocy. So one has to understand that you guys are privy to a level of awareness that is essential for this planet to develop, or it ain't going to do too well. And you're already seeing evidence of this. Humans are dying like crazy, and allopathy is accelerating them to their death. Now, there's good things to allopathy. We got surgeries and things like that, but you know how many bad surgeries are going on out there? I mean, a ton of bad surgeries, including a ton of bad plastic surgeries. We all know that. Bad stuff going on out there. So you really have to get privy and know when surgery is needed and when it's not needed. How to fix when you can fix, and how to need a surgery when you need a surgery. But looking at the children, it must start with the parents. And if you want to have healthy, happy children, and I'm going to tell each and every one of you young people this, wait. Protect yourself and wait. Get yourself healthy first, because you cannot imagine the emotional pain when the medical community grabbed your child because your blood numbers indicate they might have a little leukemic problem, which is just low white blood cells and platelets, which can easily be fixed, and grab them and start juicing them with chemo. Just look at the commercials for the slaughterhouse called St. Jude's. Put the children up there, take their hair off, ravage them with acids, and tell people we need your money so we can do it to your children if you get cancer. I mean, the play on the emotions of humans are unbelievable, and humans have to get strong astrally or emotionally, because they're being played by governments and by allopathy and by people on the emotional band.